What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. That's right, your boy shaved. I look a little bit younger, I think, at this point, but thank you guys for joining. Almost a new year, so we're gonna do a brand new guide for new players, returning players, and veterans on everything you need to know, while Stacy Longstockings over here greets us with that pretty face. All right, so let's go into this and talk a little bit about everything you need to know as a brand new player, as a returning player, and of course as veterans to prepare yourselves for the new year and things to expect on the way. So a couple things we want to talk about real quick that's going to matter to a lot of you. But before I do any of that talking, guys, the first thing I want you guys to do, if you haven't done so already, is join the content creator program. It's right over here. It's linked to every single description and every single video and the chat, and it's pinned in every single comment section. Hit that support button, guys. It's super easy. It's free to do. Get yourself an account, especially if you're new or existing or haven't done so already, and get yourself some free codes. We send out codes every single season. We're on season 14. You get about 7 codes every single season. All you gotta do is extend and support, and every code will be sent your way. All you gotta do is you gotta log into your account here, go under the support tab, under coupon history, copy that coupon into the game, which will be right over here, and then get yourselves some free codes. These codes can vary from resources to essence stones to tickets to everything this game offers pretty much is available with these codes. So guys, super easy. Make sure you hit that support button, get yourself in. It's very simple, and then redeem codes right over here. Unless you're on iOS, then you can redeem it, of course, on the actual forum site. All right, so a couple of things I want you guys to know as new players coming into this game. New year, big units coming your way, especially with Igris being a what if character that's coming out. A lot of people are excited and are joining the game, and right now it's getting everybody hyped, and rightfully so. So first thing I want you guys to do is know a couple things. Number one, this is not your typical gacha where you are required to pay an arm and a leg to do well. This game is completely free to play friendly. I have been free to play from day one and have thrived and done every single hard mode that's available in this game and competed with many whales. So if you're looking to, play a game that's very free to play friendly and that's not heavy on your pockets, this is the game to go with. Now, I'm going to suggest a couple different things. If you are joining the game and you want to know, like, hey Payne, if I do want to spend a little bit, what should I spend on? Well, we have ourselves quite a few different videos to cover. I've got over 1,700 videos on this. Specifically, this one over here is a good one to start with if you plan to spend a little bit. Of course, spend responsibly. But right here we have a new year end shop deal video here that will help you guys understand what in the shop is worth it. I can tell you right now, the subscriptions are probably going to be the best bang for your buck, and then from there, up to you what you want to do with your account, right? Again, it does not require you to spend, but a couple things you do want to do if you are a spender is spend responsibly, and of course know what to spend on, and that video will really help you out. Now, a couple things you want to know as a new player coming into the game is what teams to work on. This game really requires mono teams, but mono elements. Now, what I mean by that is there are a couple different elements in the game that you want to build that will take you the furthest possible right now with what the game has to offer. Okay, so first off, again, free to play account, a couple things available to you. So the teams that are going to take you the furthest right now in the game as it stands right now, and if you're just joining now or if you just joined recently, you're going to miss out on a lot of the collab characters, and they're not going to return anytime soon. So I'm going to just focus on strictly non-collab elements. So your best element at the moment, if you're going to build anything, is probably still going to be wind, and wind is going to be comprised of Jinna, Leonard, you guys can see I'm already trying to build them, and Goto. Okay, those are going to be your main 3 units right here. So I'm going to take Gina off for a second, Goto. So these are going to be your 3 main units to work on as a free-to-play player, pay-to-win player. It doesn't matter what you decide. If you're new, Wind will take you the furthest in this game in regards to how far you can go for all pieces of content. So build your Wind team first, and this is the team you want to work on. The second team you want to work on, honestly, has gotten really good lately, is going to be when Laura gets released, and that's going to be Light, and that's going to be Thomas. I would say Thomas, Laura, when she's released, and honestly right now, unfortunately, it has to be Gunhee, but it is what it is. That's not that big of a deal. And then lastly, I would work on perhaps building a third team just for the time being, and honestly I feel like Dark is going to be a great way to go as well. Dark is right now is going to be Gunhee, Sung Il-hwan, Isla, and then right now the newest unit coming out is supposed to be another Dark Infuser, which is going to be Igris. So if you are a big fan of Igris, you can build that as well too. Now, the other team that's very notable and that can be used still really well is going to be the Fire team with Christopher Reed, of course, being a new unit. So if you want to go with Christopher Reed, you want to get yourself Gina, and then you want to get yourself a Breaker, and that's going to be probably Essel. Okay, so that's going to be your 3, I'd say probably your main teams to summon for. And the way to summon for these units right now is going to get black tickets, tickets. And if you're a new player or a returning player, you of course want to catch up on your story mode. Story mode gives you a ton, and I mean a ton of resources and also free tickets to summon with, and you should do this as your priority thing. Get your story mode done from normal to hard to expert, and then move over to the reverse section and then do reverse as well too. And as you're doing this, you're going to get yourself essence stones, gold, tickets, you name it. It's all going to be there for you. So this is a priority for everybody. While you're doing this, you're also going to get yourself some trophies. You guys can see I have to catch up as well in the story mode. You'll get yourself trophies, and these trophies on a weekly basis will give you guys essence stones that you'll use to summon. Now your trophies or your essence stones, guys, should primarily be used for summoning purposes. This game really doesn't have a lot to use these on, and right now if you log in, you're going to get yourself 10,000 free limited stones, which means you're going to see this blue icon right there when you take these, and you're going to take those and you're going to go into the draw section. This is for veterans as well, in case you didn't know this, and you're going to use these two here. Well, the beauty of this is it allows you to use those two first before using your actual essence stone. So those limited tickets can be turned into permanent tickets, and that's what you want to do every single time. So make sure, guys, you are doing this on a regular basis, on a daily basis, so you don't run out of time, and then they will expire, by the way. If you don't use them by, I think it's like January 11th before Igris drops, you will lose them. So in order not to lose them, you want to go in there and get yourself those tickets permanently, and that way you don't have to worry about, you know, the time frame that they provide you. So make sure you guys do that every single time. Also, guys, if you're a brand new player, the first thing you want to do, like I said, is do story, but as soon as everything else gets unlocked, you want to start doing other things as well too. So for example, Battlefield of Trials, another fantastic way to get yourself essence stones, another fantastic way to get yourself some trophies, and a great way to boost up your resources in the game. And there's a player section and a hunter section, so you're going to be doing both of those. And then as soon as you unlock your encore missions and your instances, go do those. If you haven't checked out my video on the actual best artifacts for DPS hunters, go check it out. And you can also check out the tier list in terms of which hunters are best for you. This applies for all veterans, new players, returning players. So you want to definitely focus on that as well too. Now, as soon as it's available to you, guys, join a guild. This is such a big factor in the game. Guilds give you guys so many other things to check into. Not only are the prizes great, but also having to join a community. So join my community or join, you know, any community that I'm a part of, and get yourself in a guild as soon as possible. The beauty of guilds is you collaboratively work with people to build this, to fight these guild bosses on a weekly basis. And then what happens is you get to use these tokens called guild coins to get yourself free prizes along the way and free resources, right? So if I go to the exchange shop, you can get yourself free tickets to buy for weapons, weapon summoning. You can summon for these tickets, for example, that will give you guys a free, two options of 2 free weapons that are both SSR weapons. You can get yourself mana power extract for skills, workshop of brilliant light tickets, which we'll talk more about very soon, time crystals, etc. So this is going to be a big place for you guys to join. So make sure you take advantage of guilds right away. This is not something you want to just sit on and be like, you know what, I'll join a guild when I'm ready. No. Join any guild that you can get into in the beginning and work your way through it. Okay, make sure you take advantage of all the free resources available to you, because there's plenty for you to take advantage of. All right, so very important, guys. Now, while you're playing through the game, you're gonna have these events pop up as well too. Make sure you join every single event and you do every single event available to you, including any of these free things that they're allowing you to do. For example, doing like power of destruction, secret library, etc. Always get every single event done, because this is a fantastic way to stay ahead of the game and also get yourself amazing rewards while you do it. For example, these rewards right now will give you guys things like the wheel event, which will give you free tickets to summon on, give you guys chances for free weapons. The draw point event right now is amazing, probably one of the best loyalty events we've had. It's giving you 4 free SSR units of your choice based on the class, and then 8 weapons for you to choose from as well too. So this is a big one. And if you also do Christopher Reed summons right now, this is a great way to get yourself some free stuff along the way as well. So guys, this is an incredible time to join SLA and an amazing time to be a new player or an existing player that's returning, because there's just so much the game is offering for free for you guys to join. And honestly, this is one of the things I'd say make this game stand out a lot more than most other games, is the fact that when you do join, you don't, number one, feel like you have to pay a lot of money to catch up. All you got to do is put a little bit of time and effort, and you guys will be ahead of the game before you even know it. Okay, so that's the main thing I wanted to focus on. Now, a couple of things about Jino. I want to talk about this real quick. Is I did make a guide in regards to the best artifacts, so that artifact guide will also include his. So I'm not going to go into that, but stats. In the beginning, Strength is all you really need in this game. Beginning strength will take you the furthest possible. Your perception, which you can see I don't have any stats in, will come from the gem system, so that is an important part as well. But your gems will focus on perception, so you can build all of that on the yellow field here. You can see 2 of these are open right now. Most of mine are perception on this end, so that will help you go right through that. And as you summon and as you get dupes, you guys can see I have a lot of dupes for a free-to-play character. You guys will be able to get your perception high enough, or your precision high enough. It's called perception precision. Whichever one you want to look at it right here, it's the stat, where you don't have to really put any points into it. But eventually, after you do everything into strength, you'll eventually get to end game content where some of that's going to change to intellect. Now, the reason why you go into intelligence, guys, is to give you a little bit of a cooldown for some of your skills. The more you can spam your skills in the late game, the better damage you will do overall, right? So make sure you focus on that as well too. It's very, very important. Now, in regards to summoning for weapons in the beginning, like the best weapons to start with, in my opinion, are always going to be the main 2 weapons that I've been using all along. And actually, there's a lot of options right now. So if you want to go with wind, right, then the main weapons you're going to go with are the Stormbringer and the DKD, which is the Demon King daggers, right? So these 2 weapons over here will take you far enough as a wind player the entire way. In terms of skills, where you want to focus on skills, you want to do with Vacuum Wave, I'd say, for your break. And then if you can get yourself right over here, the Wind Shroud, those are 2 fantastic skills to focus on. And I would start with those beginning, like, over everything else. Now, if you want to do fire, I'd say go with the Fan and the brand new Radiro Spear, or Inoue's Roar. Inoue's Roar is the new DPS weapon. So either or of those, but the Fan is important, and as well as Inoue's Roar. But if you also want to do the Spear, you can also do the Spear over here and also choose Inoue's Roar as well too, right? So the Spear is right here. This is, believe it or not, Estel's weapon. So this is something you guys can absolutely choose, and I think is a fantastic choice to start with. And the reason why is because the skills that you can get with fire right now are the most meta skills in the game. And the 2 skills I'm referring to right now are Detonation right over here that you see I have it equipped, and also the Fire Kick right over here. So this Fire Kick right here, Firestorm Kick. So those 2 are currently the meta setup for Jinnu. So if you're going to build the meta, if you want to just go from meta right from the beginning, focus on those weapons, focus on that setup. But that may, of course, change with the brand new introduction of Dark being the new WOBL, the new Workshop of Brilliant Light. And that, guys, is where the end game content is. So for now, I would suggest going with those 2 weapons to start with. You could also change it a little bit if you want, because the Stormbringer and the staff right over here, the Wukong staff we call it, but it's actually called the, what's this thing called again? Let's forget its name. Let me equip it here real quick. The Divine Quarterstaff. If you equip that as well too with the Stormbringer, it's a great combination. But you have to have this at A5 and this at A5 to really see the results. While with the DKD, you can have it a little bit lower and see the results at A3. So again, it depends on what you want to build. But those 2 are the best elements right now for Sun Jinnu in regards to getting through content a lot quicker and a lot easier. So I highly recommend focus on weapons on that and try to get those skills that I mentioned. In terms of blessing stones, we've done a ton of videos on blessings, guys. So the main blessings you're going to use are going to be the following: Bloodlust, okay, this one over here, Reawakening. This should be your priority. Reawakening should be your priority. Second one should probably be Bloodlust. Third one is going to be Sharp Perception. And fourth one, this is where you could, it's a toss-up, right? You can do in the beginning if you want to do be a better breaker and do more damage during breaks. Pulverize if you want to do more damage on bosses. Boss Slayer. If you're going to be support, you want to use We Are One. So those are going to be big ones right now that we still mostly all still use. There are some exceptions to the rule, but those are going to be your 4 main big ones. And down here, your main big ones are going to be Life, which is going to give you a shield in the beginning. In case you are struggling with content, daily quest completion is always a good one because you revive with enough HP again. Of course, having yourself in any form of defense, so Solidify is great. Natural Disaster is fantastic, and a few other ones here that'll make your life a little bit easier. But those are probably some of the better ones. And realistically, you really want to focus on the mythical DPS ones that are going to matter most, right? And we talked a little bit about skills. Focus on those skills first. And as you build the game, go check out some of the other guides that are available, including what artifacts to go for and what cores are going to be best for your characters. So that's really the main focus, guys. Now, in terms of power building, one of the main reasons why you want to build your story mode as quick as you possibly can is you also want to build your Army of Shadows. This is the best place for power gain. You guys can see I have 1.5 million power from just my shadows alone, which is massive in this game, okay? So you want to build your army levels as much as you can, and a great way to build that is through the story mode and of course gates. Make sure you do your gates on a daily basis. Now, if you're brand new and you have the patience for it, you should be doing S and A gates as much as possible. If you're a pay to win player, you'll be able to skip these for free. And the reason why you do this, guys, is you get better resources, but on top of that, whenever you mine these gates, right, S and A ones will give you guys Essence Stones. So as a new player, Essence Stones is going to be massive for you, and you want to get as many as you possibly can to summon as much as possible. And this is a great time to summon because they just reduced the summoning section from 4 over here choices, so you can lose a little bit more often, to only 3. So now you have a better chance to get the characters you're looking for. And remember, there's 50-50 on everything, so you'll be able to get yourselves the characters a lot quicker, okay? Remember, there's also a weapon banner that you can do the same thing for. So very, very important, guys, to make sure as a newer player you farm this. Now, you may have seen some B's and C's on my end, and yes, that is true. I do that because I do it on live streams. I'm trying to get them through them quicker, but it's very important to remember as a new player, you want to take advantage of that as much as you possibly can and take full advantage of what they provide you guys from Essence Stones through various parts of the game. Super important, okay? And as you unlock more content in the game, you're gonna have better ways to get Essence Stones, including you know, the BOT, which is Battlefield of Time. Battlefield Trials we've talked about already. The Architect's Test. There is WOBL, which you'll be able to get cores from, and then as you level up cores, you'll get more things from there, and more power from that as well too. So guys, there's so many different ways to gain power in this game. So take advantage of it and make sure that you put all your efforts into actually playing the game. Now, I will say this for newer players. Auto is absolutely atrocious. If you're looking to be an auto player, auto is not great. If you're a whale, you can get away with it, but if you're going to be playing auto as a free-to-play player or a small dolphin, you're not going to see the results you want to see. So you are going to, again, have to put a little bit of effort into the game to make sure that the game does put out the maximum rewards for you. And yes, it's not fun all the time, you know, to be fully into it, but there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, I can play auto here on gates and get away with it because I have more than enough power to handle it. But if you want to do auto on story mode, for example, and you're expecting to not get hit 20 times, 30 times, etc., that will be a problem. Now, there is one trick to story mode that will get through the content really quickly, and that is shield character. So Thomas Gun He and let's say Min, Thomas Gun He, or anyone with a shield essentially will help you get through the story mode very quickly. The game's auto is atrocious for dodging. So if you are somebody who wants to clear the content very quickly without having to lose too many rewards, then focus on getting yourself a character that has a massive shield, because whenever there's a story quest that requires you not to get hit 20 times, the shields counter that. So if you get hit with the shield on, it doesn't count towards the 20 achievement, which gives you the full 3 trophies, which allows you to get more essence stones and at the same time get more trophies and then push you further into the game. So guys, make sure shadows is a very big priority early on. Get those shadows in and out of the game quickly, and get as much power from your shadows as you can. And then lastly, you're gonna need to focus on weapons. Weapons are a big part of the game, not only to help you gain more power through Jinnu and in your hunters, but with Jinnu's weapon specifically, Sun Jinnu is gonna allow you to use the armory. The armory is a place that automatically puts your strongest Jinnu weapons in there, and as you level them up and advance them further, they will increase your power as well too. So that is a massive part of the game. So you want to make sure, guys, you do summon for the proper weapons, and you guys can check out my brand new weapon guide. I've got a new one out already, and you guys can see which weapons you want to go for, but I've already given you the best ones to focus on. But as you grow as a player, you're going to be able to do more and more summoning and get yourself more weapons along the way. It's, again, super easy, guys, super simple. It just requires a little bit of your time and a little bit of effort on your end. All right, guys, there you guys go. That's pretty much it. Now, for all my veterans, that was for the new and returning players. For all my veterans, if you really care about getting ready for Igris, you guys can see already at 39,000, and you guys can see I'm already pushing like 50 or 40 tickets now. I'm going to be able to get about 50 tickets by the time it's done, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get myself additional essence stones along the way as well too. Now I've just completed 40 yesterday live with you guys, so simulation 40, to get way more essence stones, and I was able to get about 5k more. I have to go back and do BOT, and then I have to go back and do all my other stuff. I should be able to, by the time Igris comes out, end with about 50-ish 55k essence stones, and then get myself ready for the summoning of Igris, which I really do want to do. And then from there I'm going to start saving strictly for Liu. I think Liu is going to be massive, and as soon as I get more information on Igris, Liu, etc., I'll definitely impart that information on on you guys. But for now, the goal is complete everything in the game. I have a lot of story to do, and I mean a lot of story to do. And I've been saving this specifically because I need to get all these essence stones, and this is quote unquote my rainy day fund. And I'm going to be able to go back now and complete all of this in order to, you know, get all my essence stones, get all my trophies, and get ahead of the game now. So this is going to be my personal focus. It should be everyone else's focus. Go back, do Architect's test, go back and get yourself ready for all the content you may have missed, and get ready, guys, for Igris, because I feel like he's going to be a big part of this game, and I think he's going to make a pretty big impact just because of who he is. I know there's a lot of people who are excited for him, and there's a lot of people who have been looking forward to his release, and I am one of those people, and I'm not missing out on summoning for one of the coolest, if not the coolest shadow in the game, and now in human form. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the like support button on the support program. Get yourself in, like the video, put the notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.